Oh, so bad. All right, you guys. So I have 5 points out of 6 round. Round 7 is going to be starting in a second. We'll go for this. Yeah. Okay, I'm playing a real player. 3,000. Play the English or E4. I want to play. I want to play E4. I want to play. I want to play a serious opening. But you were born in a rich family? No, I was not born in a rich family. No, you guys. I was most definitely not from a rich family growing up. And I think it's I think that's a good thing actually. Okay, my opponent plays Sicilian. Let's play like Daniel Naroditsky. I'm gonna play an Alapin Sicilian. It's just a very rock solid approach. I'm gonna play this old line. This is not, I mean, this isn't considered to be like super great, but I'm gonna play it anyway. Okay, I'm wondering about Queen G4 here. Let's have some fun. Queen G4 is probably wrong, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's go Knight F3. Logical. Okay, so I can obviously take, which I'm going to do. He can play F5 here, but I'm not worried about it. It goes Knight F6. So I go here. I'm just trying to wing it here. I'm trying to play something exciting, which will lead to a long game. It goes H6. Interesting choice. Okay, H6 looks kind of funky somehow. It doesn't look quite right. Also doesn't look like it's bad, though. He wants to go Rook H7. I see his idea. So if I play Bishop D3, Queen D6, and we just play an endgame, that's interesting, too. Again, I'm spending too much time here. If I go D7, that's not right. Knight E5 is also... Nah. Okay. I think I'm just going to play something very boring with Bishop D3. If he takes, I just take, and I'm fine. Rook G8, Queen H6, Bishop F8, Queen E3. I mean, it could get messy still, but he can also just go Queen D6. I mean, I guess we'll see. G5. Oh, G5 might be a very good move, actually. Actually, G5 might be... Okay. I guess I have to go here and take. Yeah. I didn't see G5, but having said that, he is weakening his king position if he tries to castle now. Knight H5, I have queen, like Queen F3 or Queen E3. Okay. Thing is, he's weakened his king side now, so he can't really castle. He's gonna have to look to go queen side. I mean, maybe he's still okay with B6, but this feels a little bit iffy to me somehow. Okay, Knight D5 I don't understand at all, because I just go G3 and cut him off. Knight D5 looks like a bad move to me. Okay, so he's gonna try to put his king on G7, I guess. This just does not look right to me somehow. Maybe it's okay for black, but it looks very dubious to me. It looks very dubious. In fact, I think it is very dubious. I think this is very bad for my opponent. I'm up a minute on the clock too, so that's useful. Okay. The jackhammer, by the way, is just gonna like kill me one of these days. I think I'm just gonna play this. Why not? It's impossible. Okay, now my knight comes into the fray. His king is very weak. I don't know where the... G7, wow. I mean, this looks terrible. Maybe I'm missing something, but this actually, I think I'm just like close to winning here. Rook H4, Knight E5. Let's go Knight E5 so I can lift the rook, lift the queen. I think I'm just winning here, technically. Doesn't mean I'll win because I'm not stonkfish, but it is very bad for my opponent. Very bad, actually. Like, really, really bad. I bet this is just winning. Let's go here, hit the queen. I'm in. If this isn't winning, I don't know what is winning, actually, from a technical standpoint. Trying to go Knight F6, I get that. Okay, let's think about it. So I go Queen D2, maybe? I'm looking to line up this pawn. And unfortunately he sees it, which is kind of annoying, but okay, he goes for it anyway. So takes, rook g6, bishop g6, fg6. Castles, bishop d. No, I mean I don't believe him. So if I go, oh, rook h6, there's knight e4. Takes, check. Okay, let's just go here. I don't want to get into some dank like rook h6, knight e4 nonsense. Let's go here, I guess. This has to be winning for me though. He's got no development. I'm castling and all his pieces are so pushed back here. Okay, logical. He's trying to go e5 here. Somehow I'm winning, but this isn't winning the way I wanted it to be winning. But I've just got to go. Oh, there's also f5, which I missed too. Kind of misplaying this a little bit. What am I doing? Okay, whatever, just go. Saw that. Oh, but now there's bishop a4, which I missed too. I messed this up so badly. What did I do to this? What am I doing? What am I doing? And now I blundered this too. Oh, I blundered this too. Unbelievable. Oh my god. This is... I'm so bad. I have to make a draw. So bad. Now I blunder a pawn too. Oh, so bad. Okay, well that, my friends, is payback. I mean, he played a garbage game the whole way and got a miracle. So that's the payback. That's the payback. You play a bad game, sooner or later bad things are going to happen. I mean, he was completely... How winning was this? Like, let's be real. Okay. Oh, I should have just gone for it. I thought there was knight e4. This actually is winning with the queen sack. Oh, so I just suck. Oh, I can just take. I knew this was winning and then I got scared of knight e4. I knew this was winning and then I got scared about knight e4, so I didn't do it. But this is still completely winning, no? Yeah, now I just mess it up. Oh, I can just trade and go bishop b5. And then I get rook d... Ugh. Terrible. Hideous. Whatever, it's a win. Okay, 6 out of 7. Waiting for comments like how much I paid him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So bad by me. So incredibly bad. So bad. Not playing well today, you guys. Not playing well, but it is what it is. I think it's riskier for you to play much lower rated players in classical. Are you sure they won't draw you? I think I feel pretty good about my chances playing 2300 type players, but we'll see. Ultimately, it's an average rating. I think that's what a lot of people miss about the rating. Like, it doesn't matter as long as I maintain my rating. I will qualify for the candidate, so I'm not really worried about it. So anyway, 6 out of 7. I'm gonna play one of the 6.5s. I don't know which one, but I'll play one of them for sure. So what I think about Gukesh's games, very hit or miss. I mean, his wins were against much weaker players, or not weaker players, but their openings were not good. Let's put it that way. So it's hard to judge. I want to see how he does against like Fabiano today. I don't want to throw 13 games and lose 400 elo. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, I get Renato. This is a bad pairing because I need to win this game. What do I want to play? What do I want to play against him? Don't want to play a French setup. Okay, he plays E4. I'm gonna play C5. He's gonna play G3. Okay, he's gonna play one of these old ones. Let's play B5. He's gonna play something very, very slow here. It's like he might go knight G. No, he plays knight E2, which is very weird. Knight E2 is a very strange move. Okay. I think C7 or C8 is the question. I somehow don't believe in knight F4. He can play it, but I don't believe in it. I go H6. I kick the knight back. And now I can play C4 if I want. I can also just play like bishop E7. It's very important I don't get too long time. G6 is also interesting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go G6 and bishop G7 here. F5's maybe interesting, but okay, whatever. I just get to play chess, which is what I want here. I can play E5 if I want to. I can also castle. I can also go A5, B4. He's trying to play D4, so I need to actually have a response. So I think I'm just gonna go E5 here. I'm low on time again though, which is not good. Interesting choice. Don't really want to play B4. Don't really want to take. I'm too slow. Don't want to play B4, think. I'm just gonna castle. Too slow again, too slow. Can play B4 here. I think I should play B4. And then, okay. It's gonna take, I assume with C pawn I take. Play F5. I mean, this could get very messy, but this is what I want though, because I'm the one down on points here. Like I need a draw is really going to make it almost impossible for me to win unless Bornik has some horrible mess up. So going for the mess is actually exactly what I want here. So even if I risk a loss, it's better to risk a loss where it's I win or I lose versus draw being the most likely outcome just for the tournament. That's why it's really important not to mess up early. Because if you mess up early, it makes it very, very tough to recover. Okay, Queen C2. I do have Bishop D4, which could be interesting. But then he's just gonna move the rook, I guess. Okay, come on, you can't think too long. D4, FE4. Just go here, I guess. Why not? Now I do a bishop. Oh wait, he's got bishop B4 or some nonsense. So let's go here and guard the pawn. He was trying to cheese me with bishop takes B4 to the pin. I think I'm better here, but I don't know if I'm like much better or only a little bit better. Bishop B4, King H7, Knight G4, Knight F6. Bishop B4, King H7, Knight G4, Knight F6. Okay. I gotta move, you gotta move, you gotta go, you gotta go. Okay, I'm just gonna go. Oh, he takes with a knight. I did not expect that. Let's go here. I actually did not expect him to take with a knight at all. But again, I'm just so slow. Why am I so slow every game today? Maybe I should have gone bishop c8, maybe. I don't know. Okay, I guess I'll trade the rooks. But now I blunder d4. Oh no, I've got knight g4 maybe? Maybe not. Of course he sees it. Still unclear. Still very unclear, actually. He missed queen f7 for sure. What I'm not doing well today is I'm not using my time well. I'm constantly down, consistently down on the clock every game. But he's spending a lot of time. This is where I need to have my plan mapped out so I know exactly what I'm doing based on his next move. So I can push him on the clock a little bit here, potentially. That's why I was thinking and I wasn't talking, so I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. So f5 I can just take and I've got check takes. Okay, 2, that should not be a good move. Let's go h5. Wait, what? Wait, bishop a6? Oh, did I have 93, 90? Wait, no, 90. Wait. Did I miss a win there? 93, king h. No, 93, there was king h1. What the heck? Oh, no. Somehow I misplayed this. No, I've got knight d5. Wait. Wait. It's also knight f1. Oh my gosh, somehow I messed this up. Okay, I got him. I got him. This guy is so good. Wow. I really wonder why this guy doesn't go and get the GM title. I was better. I was much better here. Oh, knight g4 here, of course. Still. Knight e5. Oh. Bishop g4. Come on. Bishop g4. Come on. But then it's like. Wait, knight e2. Wait, what? Check. Or not there. Sorry. Bishop h5. Oh, there's no. If takes, I just go bishop d3, right? Yeah, and there was mate in 1? Wait, what? Where did I miss mate in 1? Wait, I missed mate in 1? What? Wait a second, what? Okay. Where? Wait. No, there's no mate. I didn't miss a mate in 1. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, you guys, we're on 7 out of 8. I'm gonna go use Russian very quickly. We're gonna take our first break of the stream, and I'll be right back. Yeah, let's refresh. Yeah, you guys scared me. It's like mate in 1. Did I just miss something very obvious? But we're doing okay. I'm having a decent score, so I'll go use Russian very quickly. We'll be right back, and then I'm gonna play Bordnik in round 9. So give me a second. All right, you guys, we're back. Okay, so what do I want to play? Let's play an English opening. Where's the music? Let's play like Magnus. I'm gonna go G3 here. D5, I'll just take. Oh, I was gonna play b6. Okay, I can go e4 here, but I think I'm just gonna play standard. This is very old stuff. Pretty sure rook d1 is still correct from what I remember about this line. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. I think I'm just gonna play bishop b2. Trying to remember how this line goes. I think you're supposed to play knight e1 and then some e4 somewhere, but let's go here instead. Something simple and boring. It's queen c7. Bishop a3 is always a move, but I think I'm just gonna go knight e1 and take with a knight. Again, I'm down like 10 years on the clock for no good reason. Knight e4 here, maybe. Let's go for it. And all that glitters is gold. Don't know if this is actually good, but it seems reasonable. Do, 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 do. Also, this drilling is just continuing to go on and on and on. It's unbelievable. Game on. Hey now. Knight c5 is interesting. It's not the move I expected. Let's take and go queen d2, of course. It's a very boring position, but I shouldn't be at any danger. Actually, wait. Why did I not play Bortnik here? Wait, what? Actually, I just realized, why am I not playing Bortnik? I was sure I would be playing Bortnik. What is this? Wait, so if I go b4, knight e4... Wait a second. Something feels suspicious about this move. I'm gonna go b4. I was sure I'd be playing Bortnik. Why am I not playing Bortnik? He's on 8 out of 8. Weird. Okay, I can play rook d4. Rook d4 makes a lot of sense here just to hit the knight. He'll go back. Let's go here. Of course, I double stack it on the lane. There is d5, which I realize I don't have a good response to that. Let's go here, knight e3 maybe. Slight mistake, but this is not really what I intended to do. But maybe it's still okay. No, this is not what I intended to do. I should have played rook d1 first. Still, though, maybe I've got some pull here. Maybe it's slightly better for me. So if I go knight e3, dc4, knight c4... So if I take knight d5, e4, knight f6, I mean knight e3, that's a very small edge. Let's think about this. If I take, I also have queen d2. d5, knight e... Yeah, I think I'm going to go for this. So I think I'm slightly better here. Very, very slightly better. It's not, like, special. But I think I'm better. Okay. Obviously, I should play knight e3, force the trade. Because now I control the lane. Objectively, this is equal. Like, I can't claim an advantage, but I'm going to try to squeeze him. Queen d6 is a move as well. My knight on e3 is not well placed now. We're just here in rook c2. Logical. I think f3 makes sense, but there's a5 too. Still, though, there's some play here. Some play for sure. Goes rook c8, okay. Not sure I believe in this, actually. My knight still on e3 is misplaced, though. It's dominated by the pawns. Queen d6 is also an option. I think I'm just going to go here and play the position. His knight, though, also isn't very well played. Now, I could take... It's a pawn if I want to take, but wait. I feel like there should be some way to start attacking here. Not sure that he knows what he's doing. I think he's losing the thread a little bit here. Oh, I missed queen d4, of course. Oh, what is that? I just blundered again. That's a blunder too. Well, he misplays it. So obviously a draw, but I'm gonna try to flag him. Oh, what is that? Oh my gosh. Okay, just make the draw. Just make the draw, jeez. Oh, what is that? Oh my... Okay, just make the draw, jeez. Okay. He defended... I mean, I was better, I think, for like 1 or 2 moves, but he defended very well in the middle game. I think I was better for 1 or 2 moves. Yeah, I was better here, right? Oh, I should take with the pawn. I mean, it's not much. It's very tiny. I mean, I'm better here. I don't know what the time was, but I'm better here. But I don't know if I would have won this. But once I took with the rook, he played very well. Like, that was a good move. Good move. Yeah, queen d4, I completely missed. Excellent move. Queen c4, also a brilliant move here. f4 was a terrible move, but like... I've got rook a3 here. Should have seen rook a3. Now I'm just lost. And now I'm just completely cooked, but he, of course, he messed it up because of the time situation. Yeah. I mean, I was trying to cheese him, but, like, I got too long. Like, I was up 5 seconds, but I got too low here. I missed rook d3, which is big yikes. Okay, I've got 7.5 out of 9. There are 2 guys on 8. I need Bortnick to lose here. No, I mean, I really played that badly, but okay. I'm gonna play g6. I have to win. I mean, I have to win this game to have any shot, so I'm gonna go for it here. Oh, he's gonna play this? Okay. This is not good. Of course I'm worse, but this is what I wanted, so. I'll play c6, b5, maybe. So here, all very standard so far. Also, anyone who's asked about my headphones, no, like I can hear the noise. It's really, really annoying. Like really annoying. Like legit. No cap. Or as they would say in modern age, like it's just super loud, dead ass. Let's take with the pawn here on e5, play like queen e7. It's a position here. Actually, I'll go here on rook d8 maybe. I don't have a great pawn structure. Maybe I should go for knight h5, knight f4. Let's go here, knight f4, knight e6. Yes, you guys. I can speak the lingo too, just like all of y'all. I can speak the lingo as well. Let's go back right away. Generation. This game I'm going all in. I might lose, but I'm going all in here to create the mess. About my generation. Queen f6 also was a move as well. Okay, I saw this, but I assumed I had some tactics here, like a5. I mean, I'm gonna go for it anyway. If it's no good, it's no good. But I'm trying to create the mess. Of course I take. How do I rotate my pieces here? I guess I go here. I really want to go knight d4 somewhere if I can, but I don't have a good way to force. So I'm gonna go here knight f8 and just try to hold the position for a little bit. Oh, this noise is killing me. Actually killing me. So I'll go possible to deal with. No. Focus. You got to find a move here. I need to kick the rook. I need my bishop squares. Let's just go here. Actually impossible. Actually impossible to play. Maybe I should have gone knight f6, knight e8. I don't know, maybe. Goes queen b2, which seems a little bit weird to me. I'll go here. I thought I had a knight d4 in between me. No, I don't. Let's take the rook. I expected that. I'm going to go here knight e8 to kick the rook out. Ridiculous. Okay, let's reroute the bishop to e6, I guess. Just actually impossible. Just completely impossible to play with this nonsense. Ridiculous. I do have rook a3 maybe to hit the knight, maybe. If I can get f6 or something, and maybe I also... No, there's no queen a7. Let's go... Maybe here, now bishop e6. I'm completely fine now. Now it's a question of whether I can somehow find a way to win. What's bad here is a question. Go here. Trying to go knight b3. f5's maybe a move. f5, f4, no. I'll just go here, knight e6. Why did I do that? Okay, but now I've got knight a6 to hit the pawn. How do I not have a move here? Gotta go here. I've just got to move quicker here, like, at this point. Okay, just move, just move. Gotta move, you gotta go. Oh, I missed knight b4. And he sees it, of course. But you know what? I'm gonna go for it anyway. I missed knight before. I would have won the game there. But it's still very messy because everything's hanging here. It's also knight b7 to win the knight. Wait, did I trick him? Wait, knight b7? There we go. Should win the game now. Should win. Okay, missed bishop d8, but it doesn't matter because I've got knight c4. Let's just go here. There we go. Oh man, I missed knight before. As soon as he played here, I saw it because takes with bishop c5 hitting the queen and the king at the same time. But this was correct. The sack was still correct. Okay, that's good. The sack was still correct. Okay. Okay. Well, a win's a win. Okay, hopefully somebody... There's going to be a draw. Okay, Bornik's going to draw, so he's going to be on 9.5. So I'm going to have to beat Bornik, and if I beat Bornik, I probably win Title Tuesday. Yeah. Am I live on it? What noise? The jackhammer. You guys can't hear the jackhammer? Yeah. C-Square just dropped a video of Danny's wrench. Okay. Funny. Anyway, let's keep going. We have yeah, we've got 8.5 out of 10. I need to beat Bornik. If I beat Bornik in the final game, I probably win the event. Well, maybe. I mean, tie breaks aren't... I'm 1.5 back, but I think if I beat Bornik, I win the whole thing. But will I get white? I think I will. So let me think about what I'm going to do against him. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do against. I was just thinking about what I'm gonna do in his D4 line. Don't you mean you win title? Oh, what did I even say? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you guys said. Is there any drama with Danny's wrench? There's no specific drama, but I don't like the assumption by much of the chess world that that somehow like we're best friends or something, because we definitely are not. That's the only thing I would say is I don't like the assumption that that we are. That's it. Dura Bailey has tweeted a long post about proctors. Okay. I wouldn't know what he's posted. So no idea. Alvarez was completely winning against him 2 and lost on time. Okay. Da da dee da dee da. I'm just seeing which line I'm going to play against his double fianchetto. Yeah, I knew. I'm just seeing which line I'm going to play against a double fianchetto. Maybe I should play the Trump-Howski, though. Because he plays a bad line against the Trump. Against the Trump-Howski, he plays a bad line. So I'm going to assume that he's not going to play the best line. Maybe I'm going to be wrong, and he will. But he does not play a good line against. He plays like B6 or something, I think, usually. Oh, he's gonna play g6. Okay, this one I'm not super unhappy to see, actually. It's not like there's anything special, but you just played shots. And Bornik very slow here at the start, too, which is a good sign. It means he's a little bit unfamiliar with the line, I think. c6 is a weird move. I'm gonna go h4, h5 right away. I don't understand this queen b6 idea, because c5 I always have c3. So I'll go h5. I mean, maybe there's some home cooking from Bornik that I'm unaware of, but this looks a little bit wrong somehow to me. Let's think about this. How do I want to play this? I think I'm going to go knight f3 to start. So I don't have to play g3 and fianchetto anymore. Okay, it goes a5, which also looks like a weird move to me. A little bit wrong. I really don't like a5 from Bornik, but maybe, like I said, there's some kind of weird prep that he knows and I'm unaware of. The c4 takes is fine. Oh, this drilling is insane. I think I'm better in this game, by the way. I do think I have an advantage here at the start, at least. Bornik very slow, which is also a good sign. It means he's not comfortable with his position. Knight d7, logical move. I could take knight c3 is also a move. Do I want to trade and go knight c3 is a big question. If I do that, it might be a bishop a3 trick, though. Yeah, there might be a bishop a3 trick, so I'm gonna just play solid. Because takes, knight c3, takes, queen b4, queen c1 there. It takes. I also don't like that move from Bortnik. Where do I take? Bishop or pawn is interesting. I'll take with the bishop. Logical. Rook h7 is an option. I don't really like it that much, so I think I'm just going to go queen c2, play very standard chess here. There's rook h7, there's knight b5, there's queen e4. So many ideas here in this position for me that I think I'm doing well. And I'm way up on clock, too, which is good. He takes. That I did not expect, actually. I'm actually very surprised by that decision from Bortnik. It might be good, but I'm still surprised by it. Go to e2, castles. There's also knight e4. Wait, knight e4. Let's go here, hit the pawn. Logical. Now there's also rook h7. Logical. Do I go king e2 or do I play f4 is also a big question. There's no tricks, right? Bishop f7, rook f7. Knight c5 doesn't work. I think I'll just go here, play the Bong Cloud. Why not? Yeah, I go back. Bortnik is in trouble here. It's just a question of whether I can convert this. f4 is the move that I initially wanted to play. So he's trying to castle, right? Rook g1, also an interesting move. I think I'm going to go here. I think I'm going to sack, actually. I think I'm happy to play this line. Okay, goes for it. I mean, maybe he can defend this, but I don't think this is good for black. I think that objectively. Oh, I blunder bishop a3. Oh, that's ridiculous. But still, I think this is very hard for black to play. If I go here and takes 95, 95. Yeah, I mean, I think this is very hard for black to play. Like, maybe he'll defend it, but I think it's very, very, very hard to play this. I don't think the rooks are as good as the queen here. And he's way down on clock as well. Queen f5 was actually maybe possible too, but whatever. Okay, so now if I take, there's rook h2. It's also knight c4 somewhere. Also bishop f7, which is interesting. Kind of like bishop f7, actually. Yeah, I kind of like this one. It's also queen c5 is... Ooh, wait. Wait. There's queen c5. Wait a second. Wait, this is very tricky. And knight g6. Wait. So I just take... Very logical move. It's also knight g6 maybe. There's knight g6 again. Knight f7, huge threat. There we go, we got him. We got him. There we go. We got him. Good win. I don't know if it's going to be enough to... Oh, yes, I had a better tiebreak before the game. I had a better tiebreak going into the game. So, I think I played easily the best game of the tournament for my overall play, right? Let's keep going. Ah, Queen C1's better. Okay. Right. See, the line that I initially thought was takes, but there's bishop A3, right? Oh, wait, no. Oh, I've got queen A. Wait, but queen A1, queen B. Oh, I've got rook A4 at the end, don't I? Oh, wait. Oh, I've got... Okay, this is computer nonsense. Okay, so I go here. I should have taken with a pawn. Le Bon Cloud was one of the best lines. King E2 is one of the better lines. F4 is slightly better, but rook G1 and rook G6 is correct. Giving up the 2 rooks for the queen, because we know a queen is worth more than 2 towers, always. Although this was a slight mistake, so I hung the pawn, but it's still... The problem is I get the classic diamond hands formation with the pony, and it's just very hard for black to play. Very hard for black to play. If you wanted them to stop drilling, you should tell them you're the #2 chess player in the world. And if they don't stop, you'll cancel them. Thank you, guys. Thank you for that. That's really good to hear. I had a free rook. Wait, what? Wait, what? Free rook? Wait, free... There's no free rook. There's no free... You guys are trolling as usual. Trolling as usual. After C5? Wait, what? Oh my... Oh. Apparently, I'm... By the way, you guys, you know why I missed the rook? I'll tell you guys why. Because in my mind, I was thinking we were playing Chaturanga, one of the original variants of chess. And, you know, in Chaturanga, which we're playing, like, 1,500 years ago, bishops could move over pawns. So the bishop would capture the queen. And we got the win with 9.5 points out of 11. Yeah, I was thinking we were playing Chaturanga because, I've been playing chess for 1,500 years. In Chaturanga, the bishop can jump over a pawn. I think, right? It can go backwards, too. the bishop can jump over the pawn, but it can only move 2 squares on the diagonal. So I was just forgetting that we're playing modern day chess, or as they would say in the new Star Trek series, idiots chess. So we're playing idiots chess versus 5 versus 3D chess. So I just forgot that the bishop can't capture the rook. Tip Ranks, of course, they are a sponsor of the stream. It's really exciting. Actually, partnered with a finance company. It's been something that I've always been very interested in. As I've spoken, I've been trading, or at least had accounts since all the way back in 2004. Now, what I started with the stream, I'll go over it very, very briefly. Once again, people are wondering, well, why should you sign up for Tip Ranks? Why should you spend, I think, the $14.99 per month for the subscription versus just like, Googling your news or whatever? And a very, very obvious example, which I showed earlier, is there was this tweet that I showed earlier about there's this guy Adam May, who I do follow, by the way, who's given some really good advice, like Nectar and ABVX specifically, which have gone up like 200-500% in the last year. Forget me saying that, but the reason that I'm mentioning it is that one of the big threads that I saw on Twitter was about hymns and the CEO selling. Now, if you follow people like this, you might actually see some of this information about what's going on. But if you don't obviously follow, and the algorithm doesn't promote these sorts of things, you're probably going to struggle to find out this information. But when you use Tip Ranks, let me pull up Tip Ranks once again. Specifically, you will have noticed that if we go to the Insider Trading tab, you'll notice that it will show that the CEO, of course, has sold. So if you were looking at Hims and Hers stock, for example, and you were interested about what's going on, you would have noticed this under the insider transactions, that there is an informative sell, meaning this is not some pre-planned sell. This was an at-the-market sell by the CEO of the company, which would probably play a very big role in terms of what you're looking at. So that's the first thing that I point out. One of the very good reasons I mentioned earlier, we do of course have the analyst forecast all together in one spot. So let's put a much sexier stock that everyone's much more interested in, like Tesla, of course. And when you look at Tesla, you'll see they take the aggregate of the analyst estimates. You have 13 buys, 15 holds, 8 sells, and a stock price of $305. Now, Tesla, of course, trading at $338. So the analysts actually don't see upside. So that could play a big role. How much? I believe it is $14.99. I think it's 50% discount. If you use, I think there's going to be a code and a landing page where you guys can sign up if you want to. So it's significantly less. Now, these are things, all this information you can't find. There were some other things I didn't get to earlier that I want to talk about as well, which are actually quite exciting. When we look at this, there is what is called the smart score. Now, let me see if I can find this. You have the smart score. So like when we go back for a second and we look at we look at Tesla, I believe there should be a smart score ranking somewhere of this, if I'm not mistaken. I don't see it. Wait, let me see. Let me type Tesla. There should be somewhere to see it. Overview, there we go. So you go to the overview, you'll see that Tesla has, actually my camera's in the way, let me move my cam for a second, has a score of 3. Now this, you'll see the smart perform score of 3, which generally probably does not bode very well. But if you go to the smart score stocks, there is actually this very interesting chart where if you look at the smart score stocks, which have a ranking of 10 obviously being the highest, this actually has outperformed the S&P over the last 9 years. Sorry, it says back tested results since 2016. Total return 357.7 versus I believe the S&P with 141%, which is actually quite interesting. That's not to say that you can emulate this, because obviously there are 198 stocks which have a 10 score. I actually grouped them all together because I couldn't figure out how to do it in a watch list. So like if I take a look, you'll see that I have 4 lists of 50 stocks, which all have this ranking of 10. Let's check. If we do a screener, something is getting hit today. CTMX minus 15.58. So obviously you can't necessarily own all of them, but they have a ranking of 10. I think Palantir is on this. I believe AppLovin also is on this, 2 of the best performing stocks over the past year for the NASDAQ. So we are going to be building a portfolio on stream as well, which we're going to be doing. Not today, but we're going to do that very soon. You also have screeners as well. So if we go back to overview, let me go back to how do I go back? Let me just go back this way, I guess. Let me go back to overview. What was I saying? I forgot. I just completely forgot what I was going to say. But we are going to be building. What's the difference from this, something like TradView or Microsoft Stock Display? Well, you get all this information. So for example, as I was showing under more, you can see what the hedge funds are doing. So let's type in Lilly, for example. Let's type Lilly. if we look at the hedge funds, you'll notice what hedge funds are doing. This obviously is based off of 13F filings. What was that 833K? I randomly put numbers. I'll show you guys. That actually is close to my actual actually what I have. But I'll show you guys this. So for example, you'll look at what hedge funds are doing now. This, of course, is Eli Lilly. They went down 14% the other day on the bad drug news with weight loss and everything else. And you'll see here, this actually caught my eye. You'll see that you have this hedge fund here, Egerton Capital. They have $407 million. They just increased their position by 75%. Pretty amazing. So you'll get all this information in one spot that you won't be able to find. I have not been able to find this sort of stuff with insiders or hedge funds, like if you use like Google or Yahoo or any of the normal stuff. I don't believe this information that's readily available, but I could be wrong, obviously. So that's another thing. What else was there on my list that I wanted to cover? You also have things like risk analysis, for example. So you'll see, like, this is also something interesting. You'll see things that have changed. These I think are just general wording things. They're not things that are super relevant, perhaps, but you'll see that. Also, there's another interesting thing, which is the AI stock analysis. This I don't know, by the way. I don't know how all this works. But you'll notice, for example, this is the AI. Actually, what does the AI think of Lilly? Eli Lilly, rating 66. So it says neutral. The AI thinks 66, upside 5%, 676 target, earnings, financial performance. So you'll get all this information. Do we need to buy before starting our portfolio? So I'm going to give you guys, if you're not super interested in this, and this is actually like, this is not about tip ranks as a general. I'm going to go back to portfolio. I'm going to tell you guys, the amounts I just put random. I just put a random amount of what I own, because I'm obviously not gonna put the exact amounts of what I own. But for anybody who is wondering, I'm gonna move my cam for a second. This is actually this is a replica of what I do own in my retirement accounts, which is only ETFs. You'll see that I own IVV. Did I somehow just delete it? No, I didn't delete it. Did I? Wait. Oh, I put SPY in here. Actually, I own IVV, not SPY. So maybe I should delete this. Let me just delete. Let me add. How do I add? Apparently, okay, add holdings. Let me just put IVV, because this is actually one that I own, which is the S&P. Done. And I'm just gonna put a random number here. Like, I'm just gonna put a random number, just to make it look even. So for example, what percentage are in retirement? Probably, I mean, like 20% maybe. Like, I've done very well over the last 5 years. But anyway, but for example, if you look at this is what I actually own in my retirement accounts. It's only ETFs. It's basically the S&P 500, the NASDAQ. Bottom line, if you dollar cost average over the course of a long period of time, you will not lose money, most likely. I don't believe there's any 30-year period in history when the market has not actually made money. So for example, if you look at QQQ, which I think if you bought at the absolute peak in 2000, or maybe I'm thinking of semiconductors, SMH. If you bought at the absolute peak in 2000, I think you would have been underwater until something like 2020 maybe, or 2021, but you would be way ahead over the last couple of years. So most likely, I mean, come on, this is not financial advice, you guys. Although I do believe historically with the indexes, I don't think over any 30-year period that they have lost money. I believe that is correct, actually. I think that is factual. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think there's any 30-year period where you've where like the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ have lost money. I believe that is true, actually. Being underwater, that's if you bought at the absolute peak. He's giving us a challenge. Well, you can fight history, but history I think doesn't lie. So anyway, the reason I bring this up is just if you don't want to get deep in the weeds, this is probably what I would say to most people is buying ETFs is the easiest way to just like dollar cost average, buy some amount every month and don't look back. So for example, I actually do this where like you buy some amount. Let's just say you have $500 in spare cash. I would bet, nowadays, of course, things have changed. You can actually buy in dollar amounts versus having to buy in shares or also fractional shares. All these things that are different than when I started out. But when you look at it, you can just buy like $100 of each one of these, and you every month just buy 100, buy like 100 each of these. Every single month. Save a little bit of money, and you'll most likely do well. But that's not financial advice. It's just it is something that I do though. So that is the one thing that I would say. What platform do you use? I primarily use Fidelity. I also use Robinhood. I also use Schwab. So there's a bunch of stuff out there. I'm not going to be talking about that. But anyway, the point is, if you're really not interested, like you know, in general stuff. This sort of stuff is going to be the most bland and objectively the, you know, probably the safest, I would say, versus getting deep into the weeds. But we are going to build a portfolio of stocks for the stream going forward. There is an exclam tips so that you can put in your suggestions. We'll take a look. I'll start doing the Jim Cramer and everything else. Basically what I would say about this, you know, one thing I would say, people probably wonder, you know, is it like chess or not like chess? I think chess, poker, and finance have a lot in common. I think the biggest similarity is risk assessment and understanding, like, you know, sizing your positions and everything else. So there are a lot of things that are similar. One thing actually that I do like a lot about like both poker and finance in general, unlike chess, is that you don't have to be a genius. You don't have to be right 99.99% of the time. If you're right something like 35-40% of the time, you're probably going to do very well and you're going to be a god. And in chess, if you're right 35-40% of the time, you know, your rating is probably like, you know, 1000 and you're a bozo and you're no good at chess and you don't know how the knights move. So anyway, you guys, just want to put that out there. That's one thing that I actually really do like about it. And of course, if you want to be boring, you can be boring. That's fine too. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I'd say for most people, buying the indexes is objectively the best thing you should do. It's easy to say when you're super GM. Well, I mean, I'm right 99.99% of the time. And it's still not as good as being, and still it's not good enough because Magnus is better than me, you guys. It's still not good enough. It's still not good enough. But like, if you ask me about like a strategy thing, I'll talk about one stock very briefly, which has interested me, which I do have a position in, which is like Coinbase. There should be a landing page where you get a 50% discount, where instead of being $28 a month, it's like $14 a month. I'll double check, but is Coinbase. So like, if you know, one thing I like to do is think about like big picture things. And when I look at like crypto, there are a lot of stocks in crypto. You could talk about like, you know, Galaxy, for example, GLXY. You could look at BTBT. You could look at this. You know, I saw there's this Peter Thiel tweet earlier, which I will dig up very briefly, which was, you know, let me find it. It was this one, I believe, right? So like I saw this, for example. There was this, you know, this ATNF stock, which I assume is up a ton. I haven't looked at it on here, obviously, but let me pull it up. Let's load it. It's up 170. I suck. I actually saw this morning at 6.6 and I didn't buy it. Anyway, okay, let's not talk too deep about trading. But anyway, you'll see, like, you know, there are a lot of things in crypto. But if I think about crypto becoming bigger, if I think about the overall picture where I think you're gonna have a much more friendly environment towards it, I think companies like Coinbase are probably going to benefit tremendously from it. Do I know Paul Tudor Jones? I actually met Paul Tudor Jones once at the 30 under 30 in Boston many years ago. I'm actually annoyed. See, look at me. I was too busy playing Title Tuesday instead of working on my real job. Happens. I was too busy playing a Title Tuesday and playing these randos instead of working on my real job. Sucks to be me.